Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to more content on the channel. Today's video, we're going to play some more Universal Piece. In case if you guys didn't watch the video that I dropped on this game just yesterday here on the channel, this is a brand new One Piece game that's releasing next week. I believe it's releasing on the 8th, okay? So one of the devs actually hooked us up with some specs, if you can even call them that, in this game. You guys will see exactly what it is. We also got some pretty nice swords. He asked me what I wanted, you know, and I told him, listen, just give me what you think would be cool to show off to you guys. And, you know, I'm about to show y'all some sauce, I would hope, right? I know you guys enjoyed the first video we did on this game, which is why I'm back to it again. But if you guys really want to continue to see more content in the game, just drop a like in the video, show some love to your boy, and let me know in the comment section below.
Hey, yeah, I've been laying low and getting to some plays with the bros, cause the pros got a pro with all under control.
Alright guys, we're loading into the game. So there was a couple of yeah, I forgot about this little voice hacking. But I got a couple of comments about like people wondering like what type of game this is, what type of influence, and it's like, bro, I literally said it in the last video, man. The game's inspired by Verse Piece and second, Verse Piece, right? That's the name of it. I don't know. It's been such a long time, bro. Kind of lamentable what happened with Verse Piece. I'm not gonna lie to you. But second piece as well, something like that. So as you guys can see with the swords on my back, we have a Kito sword spec here that we're gonna be testing out, and then we have a solo leveling system breaker spec that we're gonna be taking a look at, bro. This moveset should be saucy, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take on one of the starter quests here to, you know, attack the little bomber NPC because when we made it to the second island last time, it was kind of a little too much for us, so we'll just see how this goes. Let's activate our hockey as well, see how the effects look like on the swords. Pretty nice. And let's attack here before this guy kills it off. Oh my god, bro, Kito's sword like literally just delete, bro. Like they just delete NPCs, dude. Oh my god. And I love how it's dual wielding too. Most other games would be like, you know, you need to unlock dual wielding or whatever, you know what I mean? But holy smokes, man. What the heck is that guy doing? Oh, you bastard. You're spoiling! You're spoiling my freaking spec, man. I should have been looking at that stuff on my own. That bum got me upset, chat. I'm leaving. I'm going to the second island. Gang really said, oh, let me go next to Vex so I could just like spoil in 4K and show off my moveset. Yeah. Anyways, actually, I forgot where the next island is. I'm going over here, but I'm not really quite too sure. So let me claim this, by the way. We got a little daily login. And yeah, Burger Island. So let's go ahead and track here. And yep, it's going the wrong way. Lo and behold, chat. Lo and behold. Well, this is pretty cool. I don't think I noticed this yesterday when I was playing, unless they added it after the fact. But they have like a little safe zone here. I guess if you leave this, yeah, it's not a safe zone. So it's pretty nice to have a safe zone in an island or on other islands, because a lot of games don't have safe zones on islands outside of the starter island. And bro, in pub servers, there's a lot. Like usually I tend to stay away from pub servers in all of the meme-ish type of One Piece games, and even One Piece games in general, to be honest, because people are hella toxic in pub servers. So I'm glad that they at least have that to mitigate the toxicity, if you will. But anyway, let's take on this level 800 quest. We'll try to defeat the clown pirates, and we'll also additionally set our spawn point over here. So this area, like I said when we played yesterday, was a little too tough for us, but maybe with Kito's swords, because they were just like, oh my god, they do so much damage, bro. Let me put on these other stat points over here. Hold on, let me do this. Yeah, but oh my god, these swords do so much M1 damage. It's insane, bro. All right, so let's see our abilities. We have rapid burst with our Z key, so that looks like that. All right, pretty cool. It looks very similar to the katana's, like, I believe X key ability, but obviously a lot more spedaz, a lot more pumped up. So we'll use it one more time so you guys can see how it looks like. There you go. Pretty cool stuff. Next up, we have X slash, which is our X ability, and that looks like that. So the katana also had an ability where there was a slight delay from when you pressed it to actually using it. It's going to add some verticality, as you guys can see, to like PvP and just people not being able to, like, I guess, to predict it fully. Now that wind up might be a mood killer for a lot of people. I get it, but it's going to be, you know, situational. Your use case is going to vary from person to person, but still pretty cool ability. I think this moveset is pretty nice. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the fact that we're dual wielding. It's just a vibe overall, chat. So we actually can take on the Smile Pirate quest now, which I'm not sure what other. Oh, the Smile Pirates are probably back here. Yeah, these probably are the Smile Pirates. All right, so let's use the X slash, and then we'll use this. And is that guy dancing? Bro, was he dancing in the middle of my attack? The hell is that? MF really say, oh yeah, let me just, you know, and then just started moving. Like, what? Crazy to me. All right, we got hella levels from that chat. All right, we're level 1400 right now. So let me go ahead and get to level 1800 so we can take on the boss, use Kito's source to take him down. And then we'll switch over to the solo leveling spec, G-Move spec, whatever you want to call it. Because the problem is that in order to use it well, we're going to have to go back to the starter area to reset our stat points and whatnot. Additionally, I'm acting like a complete noob. I forgot that we have Ken Hockey, so we can literally just dodge abilities and moves and whatnot. So we got to make sure that we use that when and if we can, because these NPCs hurt. Okay, and they probably would hurt less if I did more defense. You know what? Screw it, right? We'll do 240 here, get it to 1,000, and then we'll just everything into weapon. All right, guys. So we are level 1800. Well, above level 1800 now, so we can go ahead and take on the Burger Spinner boss quest. And what is this NPC? I forgot about that. Oh, you can. I forgot. You can pay Robux to summon the bosses and whatnot. So what is this as well? Oh yeah, the pipe seller. So I forgot there's actually, oh my god. Well, this might be the first boss that is going to take us a couple of attempts to actually kill off, because you guys know the boss in the starter area, that guy was a joke. But this guy's doing hella damage, twin. Oh my god. Yep. Clap me up and I lost some bounty, chat. All right, so we're getting help from somebody over here, but gang is also struggling. Gang got clapped up. Yo, how is dude gonna come here to try to help me out and then get clapped up in the process? Insane, bro. You guys really don't want to know how many times, you know, me and this other guy combined have died against this boss, bro. This boss is not a freaking joke, dude. All right, here we go. I think this should be pretty much do him in, and indeed it did. So let's see what we get. And we got, I don't even know. It popped up way too quick. I'll tell you what, we got an insane amount of levels out of this. Holy. All right, we're level 2026 now. And how do I check my inventory again? I forget. Oh, by the way, we have this daily quest again that we can claim. So yeah, our inventory is over here. So, okay, we got clown glasses. Let's go ahead and equip that instead of the Sigma hat. And that's really all we got from him. So there's the clown glasses. I love how everything in this game just about has pretty nice VFX to it. It really, you know, establishes a nice vibe, in my opinion, to the game. So bosses do seem they're going to have like a 3-minute cooldown, but obviously you can pay Robux to respawn the bosses as well. I think a 3-minute cooldown is pretty good. Most games would be a lot higher than that. And it's pretty cheap to respawn bosses too, you know? So all in all, W's in my book, my brother. All right, so anyways, I don't know why I did that, because I literally am about to reset everything. So we're gonna make our way back to the starter area now. It's a good thing that it's easy for us to actually get cash in this game, because having to spend money every time to, you know, spawn in a boat or a hoverboard is kind of like, in my opinion. But you know, like I said, it's easy to get cash, so it doesn't really matter. All right, chat, I think it's this guy. Yeah, here we go. Reset stats. So we'll click yes. There you go. And then we'll reset again so we can go back over here. So what we'll do now is we're going to allocate 999 stat points into our defense, and then literally everything else into power. Okay. With that being said, we can finally press the system breaker spec that we have on us. And I don't know, I guess we'll go from top to bottom. So the first move is called Arise. Oh my god. So I think you can arise the shadows of things that you've killed in the game. So let's say I want to arise everybody. Can I do that? Oh my god, I can. That is insane. And I guess bosses have like a specific thing to them as well. Let me go ahead and do that again, because they just detoggled. By the way, it consumes your energy when you have, excuse me, your shadows up. So is there a stat point that increases your energy? Let's try that out, right? Let's fight these smile pirates, take on this quest real quick. Can I M1? Yeah, I can M1 in this spec. We don't do any damage at all. So what does Red Knight do? Does that summon Igris? Oh my god, it summons Igris to do like a huge like side sweep, sword slash, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's do that again, right? There you go. So I don't know why he's not attacking directly in front of us. Let's use the C key, which is Emperor. Oh my god. Okay, all right, so we got a couple of stat points now. Let's see if we put like 1 into melee. Ah, it's melee. All right, guys, so let's put a couple of stat points into melee here, so that way we have more energy. So obviously I didn't point this out, but if you guys have been paying attention, as you dash, it does consume energy. As you have your hockey activated, which I'm specifically talking about like our Ken hockey, that also consumes your energy as well. But it's very minute. It's a very like small, negligible number. And obviously our regen is so high now that it offsets the depletion of it. But okay, so let's do this again, right? So let's go to our eyes. We'll bring up all the shadows. And like I told you guys, you know, when you have your shadows up, if you don't have the sufficient amount of energy, it will deplete your energy and they will despawn. But what I was trying to tell you guys before is that bosses seem like they're gonna have like this really cool like aura to them, because Buggy, as they call him in this game, King Burger, has like this burger VFX to him. And everybody else just has like regular shadows and whatnot. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Adds a distinct charm to bosses and whatnot. I believe now when we M1, my shadows should, be attacking for me. So let me go around and see if it works. Yeah, it works literally if they aggro me. I don't even have to be fighting them back. As long as they aggro me, my shadows will get on them. As you guys can see over here, they're attacking, and they just destroyed. Oh my god. Yo, this system breaker spec is actually like a system breaker, bro. This thing is broken, bro. So I believe if I press Z again, oh, it just brings up the menu. Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe you could have done something if you pressed it again, but not really. All right, so one more time. Our X key brings up Igris, and he does like a, you know, like a little sword slash. Emperor is quite literally us just slamming everybody. Okay, what is going on here? All right, well, like I said before, I was really interrupted. Emperor is literally us just slamming like everybody into the ground and just obliterating. Like, that is insane. Then next up, we have the Ant King ability, which is our V key. So this is gonna summon Beru. And obviously, as you guys can tell, we have a whole cutscene for this. Looks super sick, has impact frames, AoE, you name it, it does everything. Like, it's insanely cool. Lastly, chat, we have our B key, which is our full arise ability. And we got another cool cutscene for this. I think maybe you summon, I really don't know what that did. Oh, I think I know what that does. All right, let me unequip these shadows. I think that is literally going to fully arise all your units. So let me just reset. We'll activate our hockey again. We'll go back out here and we'll press the B key. I think the CD on the full arise is a little glitched, but yep. Full arise literally arises all your shadows fully, so you don't have to bring up the menu with arise and go one by one. So I don't know what the CD for this is going to be, but it's kind of glitch. The CD for Ant King is not, however. Ant King, I mean, I can still use it, so I think that is also glitched, but Ant King seems like it's going to have a really big or long cooldown rather, and it's understandable because it's so freaking OP. So we're gonna go ahead and take on the boss. You guys saw how we struggled against the boss, but now this should be an easy kill. I mean, the boss is about to die already, so yeah, it literally just died. Oh, that's interesting. So I believe that for that quest, right, the boss quest, you can either defeat like King Burger or this NPC, which is actually the burger spinner, as you guys can see over here. Oh crap, I'm using the wrong things here. All right, we got that done, bro. That Emperor ability, oh my gosh, bro. Our C key is just obliterating anything. Like, we have yet to face something that can take that Emperor ability. Like, look, I'll use it here again. You guys will see it. Just, oh, well, never mind. This guy already killed it. By the way, I forgot to open up the chest. What the hell is going on? I'm getting attacked from, like, I don't even know, underneath the ground, I guess. Yeah, what the heck is going on? Is Mans invisible? Hold on, let me use my Emperor ability. Maybe this will kill him. I think he's underneath the ground. I think he glitched. Actually, he did not glitch. He's back. Let me activate my my Ken hockey after this. If he's still alive. And no, he isn't. Oh my god. Yo, man, I love this moveset, bro. This thing is insane, bro. By the way, chat, we have to be here until level 2400. So we're above 2400 already. So the next island is going to be Zombie Island. We'll go ahead and track that already. So after we finish this, we'll head down over there. But okay, so immediately after this guy spawns in, we're gonna use the Emperor ability and we're gonna see how much damage it does, because again, we've been one-shotting everything. There's no way we one-shot a boss, right? Or at least this boss. And we used it. Okay, we did not one-shot him, but it did about 300k damage. All right, we're gonna use our Ant King on him and let's see how much damage this does, because the Ant King has like such a crazy spread. Oh my gosh, yeah, bro. This thing has such a crazy AoE spread. But still the same amount of damage more or less as like the Emperor ability. By the way, excuse me, your M1s do a nasty amount of damage too. So it does scale off of your power, and it's not gonna be like, oh, you know, your M1 and you need more melee, but it does scale off of your power. So like I said, you guys are seeing this, like every time I M1, we're doing like, I don't even know if it's like 30 or 20k M1 damage. All right, guys, you defeated the boss. Let's see what we get out of this reward. And nothing bueno. All right, whatever, it is what it is. So we're gonna get out of here. I know there's a couple other items and things here, guys. If you really want to see them, just let me know in the comment section below. But we have like the retired admiral. This is a smoke pole. I just don't want to get it because I feel like it's gonna replace my current item and my current spec, and I don't think I can get those back unless I talk to one of the devs again. So I mean, the dual sword should stay, but probably not my solo leveling Jin Woo spec, whatever you want to call it, the system breaker, right? All right, fellas. So this is the next island. I think it's Jungle Island, quite literally. I mean, they call it Zombie Island in this game, but let's go ahead and set our spawn point over here. And hold on, we'll go talk to. Oh, this is the teleporter, dude. And this is the bone collector. What is this? Dual katana. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's good to know, I guess. We don't want dual katana. We have a superior dual katana, brother. So additionally, they have a good zombie here that sells you the soul cane, which is pretty cool. That might be pretty nice in this game. They have a boss here that has a really long cooldown timer. Okay, I thought all bosses were gonna be like 3 minutes or something, but I guess maybe that was just Buggy the Clown. So this might be another boss, and no, it isn't, but it's a giant zombie, so kind of like a mini boss in a way, excuse me. So let's see, what are the quests here? We got zombies and then giant zombie. Let's go ahead and use our Emperor ability and see what that does as far as damage here. Or did I just... Okay, well then, that was really delayed for some reason. We did not kill these guys in one shot. My God. Bro, I feel like I get humbled every time we get to a new island, bro. Like, I'm telling you, these NPCs scale like crazy from one island to another. So let's use the Ant King again. These guys are already half health, so I think the Ant King is gonna fully kill them off. And indeed. All right, we got that done. I mean, I think you guys can tell that it's hard to kill these guys off because you only have to defeat 2 of them. By the way, we have another daily reward. There you go. Or daily quest completed, rather. So we'll do that. I guess we can put another 500 into defense now at this point. I'm going to try to use the Ant King once it's off cooldown again to check out if it can actually just one-shot these dudes, because I'm very interested, you know. You have the practicality of using Emperor because it's quick and concise, but with the Ant King, again, it's just full AoE. And another thing that I think they might have to detoggle and undo is that if there's any player around you trying to be toxic, it'll put them through the cutscene too. So everybody watches the same cutscene. So that's gonna get really annoying quick, but I don't know. We'll see what they end up doing. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to use the Emperor thing. Oh yeah, chat, we're gaining so many levels, man. We're almost at 3,200. So basically, almost ready for the little mini boss in this area. So we'll go ahead and use the Ant King here, because by the time these guys get near us, you know, one of them is low, but the other one is full health. So if the zombies both die, that means that this move does one-shot them. And we didn't even... Oh yeah, we did hit the other guy, but he's half health. Oh, okay. So yeah, no, these guys are just tanky, bro. They really are tanky.